continue to be one of my favorite bands of all time. They, you know, at their defense for that whole thing.
What?
This is what Lars said. He's the one that, you know, championed that whole cause.
Yes.
His excuse is, I don't care if people download our music. I just don't want them to download the ones that aren't released yet. Bullshit. Bullshit, I say.
Does Lars have a southern accent, by the way?
I don't know.
He doesn't, I'm pretty sure.
Have you noticed when British people sing, they sound American?
Yeah, I actually have noticed that.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Why can't you sing in a British accent? Is it impossible? Country roads, take me home to the place
that just sounds awful.
belong.
You know who can sing? You know who can
West
sing in
Virginia.
Mick Jagger can sing in British, right? He sounds British when he sings, correct? Like, think about Sympathy for the Devil. He sounds pretty British there.
I don't know what that is.
That's the Rolling Stones. What are you talking about? You've never heard Rolling Stones before?
Wait, of course. What song?
Sympathy
are you
for
talking
the
about
Devil.
in general? Oh, I'd have to listen to it again and think about it, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Ma.
Well, after we get through this random tangent, we do have a draft. I know.
Naga Siren.
No,
not like
Hey,
this.
Undying made it through. We're going to see an Undying potentially, unless they just don't play it.
I hope they don't play it. Hey. Can you play it against Naga? Can you do
Sure,
it?
why not?
Undying? I mean, you can song and kill the tomb.
Yeah, song to kill tomb is fine.
Kind of annoying, but
it's not the end of the world if you song to kill tomb.
No.
Yeah, exactly. So you just pick Undying here. It's fine.
But you also have. How do illusions work on tomb now? Is it more hits or?
What do you mean? If you're PL, PL still destroys it.
Yes, confirmed.
PL just. What about Naga? Naga illusions.
It would be the same,
I'm
right?
assuming it's the same.
It's the same.
Yeah. So it would be double whammy for old Undying.
10 seconds remaining.
Gracious. All they need is a Pudge now, and their lineup's unplayable. Speaking of Pudge, when are we seeing this hero, friend?
Wait, well, can I ask why a Pudge?
You can't hook through zombies.
Oh, I
it's
see.
Unplayable.
Okay, but the other things from Execration are good.
What? What are you saying?
You're saying it as if like they have a bunch of bad stuff against Undying, but they have good things against Undying.
No, I'm saying if Keen picks Pudge,
then
Undying becomes more unplayable.
Gotcha.
You know what they need? They need a hero that isn't played, and as I say that, I have no idea, but Slark. They need a Slarky Malarkey now.
Hey, he's good against Marana.
It's the only reason I said it.
I figured. This makes sense, though. The Marana with the Naga. See it all the time. I thought you would take the Marana first, actually. I'm kind of surprised they got away with taking the Naga and then Marana slipping through to the second pick. I would think you'd be more likely to take the Marana first and to get the Naga. But maybe Keen just China very much about the Naga Siren, so I guess they figured they 100% weren't going to get the Naga, and in their mind, that's more important than the Marana. But either way, I think Execration's very happy with what they got out of that phase.
I would agree.
Is this like the only time you guys have seen Dark Widow picked up lately?
Yes.
Yes.
This is definitely unusual.
Same.
Yeah.
Very strange. Guess they really like it. Got picked in. It wasn't the last game, it was the first game, correct? Did pretty well.
I mean, I definitely think it's a strong hero. There's no doubt about that. But she just hasn't been able to quite, you know, they keep buffing her. And I thought this hero was going to come in and be absolutely insane. But she now got what? She got Bramble Maze cooldown last patch. That was buffed up. And then now the total damage has now been buffed. At level 1, it went up 40 damage. So it's kind of like the CM effect, where that level 1 spell is kind of ridiculous now for Bramble Maze, which is really good for Dark Willow because you like having like 1/1/1 at level 3.
Man, the hero doesn't feel like it plays like a support. Like, the heroes like fall over in fights. Like, Bramble Maze is nice, Curse Crown is pretty cool, but like, to actually use the ult effectively, you need like some other stunt, and then you ult. So they can't like pop their BKB afterwards or anything like that, or you like reset the fight. But, I don't know, the hero doesn't seem that weak in lane, but it also doesn't seem that strong in lane.
Yeah, she's very middle of the pack, and like the cooldowns are really long too. So if you like screw something up in lane, you know the Bramble Maze is still 34 seconds level 1, which is that's a long time.
Oh, they took the PL, huh?
Sneaky.
This hero game we were watching yesterday, PL when he
was
hits
Cinder in stream.
25. Oh yeah, it was just Cinder in stream. It wasn't even a professional game. My lord. Of course, this is a third pick PL, so you have plenty of time to actually try to counter him, get some waves clear and whatnot.
They already have
So-
Verana too.
Yep.
It's a
Isn't
pretty
that
good
bad?
Ember game.
Ooh, the Carl Ember Spirit. He likes that
Yeah.
hero. The-
One problem with revealing your support so early too. Like they're not gonna have a very good answer for an Ember in terms of like that lion or something.
There's no stuns at all.
Just put Dark Willow mid. Easy solution.
and you get a whole different set of problems potentially.
Goodness.
I'm curious, what's the Nando hero, Brax? Because a lot of the heroes that we've
Ooh.
seen him play, maybe not good here, like Slark and yeah, potentially not very great in these.
I don't know. Nando's a complete wild card. You have no idea what he's going to do in game, and you also have no idea what he's going to play.
Oh. Naga Disruptor, guys. This looks kind of good. Ever seen this
Yeah.
before?
Oh yeah,
Once or twice.
I forgot about this combination. This was like in the EU qualifiers, they picked Naga first all the time, and then they just never touched Disruptor again, like at all for the TI qualifiers. And this is in EU, obviously, but like they didn't want that combination because I guess they just wanted stronger lanes, and Disruptor didn't provide them that in those situations. So it's
I mean,
interesting to see him
Jakiro's
back.
just yeah. Jakiro's so nice though, because like he has the lane aspect and he has the combo aspect.
Yeah,
so.
I guess I should say that Jakiro and Naga were picked together a lot in those instances. It just wasn't a disruptor. Is kind of what I meant to say. They still did the combo. It's just they focused more on lanes. I think. For the most part.
Wow.
That's pretty interesting.
Well, that must be a lane counter to the net arrow setup so that you can just purge it off instantly.
Yep, and in team fights too, like Arrow and Net are your big disables for the most part, so you can remove that.
They,
Just the hero sucks.
yeah.
Yeah, doesn't it feel bad to choose an off-lane hero to counter a net?
I love when Brax talks about offlane heroes because you just have this like deep-seated hatred for some of them. You're just like you're envisioning the last game you lost, and you're just like, "Fuck this hero, man! This hero sucks."
There's just something about this hero where like the whole like blink duel aspect is cool, but like the whole road to like getting to that point of the game, it's a hero where like if you have the items, it works out, but usually you're gonna like blink duel die. Or
Yeah.
like you just won't make it to your items in
Oh
time when
my-
team fights come out. Oh Jesus!
I've
what's this
seen
guy
this
do?
hero too many times in this. I swear to God, every time there's a team that is favored to win over another team, either through the draft or just because they're a team that like is just better overall, people always go back to Tinker. Tinker has like a 20% win rate in this tournament. It's been picked like 20 times, and I don't understand. And I think Execration is
This
a
one
good
looks
team.
better.
Yeah, this looks way better. Don't get me wrong. It's just I'm done with this hero in MPGL. I'm fucking done with it. It's just.
Let the
But Moth
passion
doesn't
Rex,
rage
you've
in
seen
co-op
games like
games.
this. Come on. You were here with me when we saw these Tinker
There's
games.
so many Tinkers in MPGL. Like this, okay. C teams have loved Tinker since like the beginning of time.
Mhm.
Like Tinker's just been in their blood forever. But every time you see Tinker, he's not playing to win. He's playing to hold high ground for 80 minutes.
And he
then
never
lose.
does. And it never
Yeah.
happens. It never works. The only time the Tinker wins is when they're ahead early into the game and he can just snowball out of control and carry the game. He doesn't even need to usually. It's usually the other core on the team that does it. All right, I misspoke. He's got a 31% win rate, so not quite as bad as I made him out to be.
The
It's still
games-
pretty bad.
Still pretty
the
fucking
games
bad,
are,
but
The games with Tinker are so sloppy that he's like holding high ground somewhere for like 60 minutes, then someone just wanders out and dies somewhere. And then this guy's like, I put so much fucking effort into this game and it's just gonna end like this. And the enemy team does Roche gets refresher shard, and this dude that wandered out's got no buyback.
it happens every
And that's
time.
just how it ends.
It happens every time, or the Tinker gets caught or something, and then that's how it ends.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. I was gonna say because they banned the Ember instead of the Storm, so they needed like some hard lockdown too. That's pretty nice. That's a lot of wombo combo.
Oh, man. I mean, I like the draft for Execration. Do not get me wrong.
Who's worse, Tinker or Legion Commander win rates?
I can check the Legion. I haven't. Hold on.
Legion definitely has a lot less picks.
Yeah, she's not
Yeah.
picked nearly.
And
as
Tinker's
much.
kind of like a throwaway
All
hero
right, well-
in the sense of like we're screwed, so we need something that can maybe win this game, and people go Tinker.
Legion
like
has
Alk.
a 20% win rate over 10 games, so less sample
Whoops.
size, worse win rate.
Wow.
I'd have to say the
Wow.
sample size is quite accurate. It's plenty to conclude
For a
that
Legion,
this hero
considering
is
how
garbage.
little she gets picked, that's a pretty high sample size.
Right. So she's just straight garbage then, I guess.
That's the tiny treatment, is what you're saying.
Oh,
fuck.
speaking of garbage, it's Puck,
Puck.
a dead hero. Oh, I want Puck to
Hmm.
come back, guys. I like Puck.
Puck is fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this is
I like
Puck into Disruptor Naga Void. Like, this is not an easy Puck game.
Good luck.
All right. See if you can handle it.
Keen is one of the very few teams that uses like all Chinese characters. It's pretty rough, actually.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yep.
It's on
Go
your,
Dark and Yuna trying to help.
I mean,
Your
it's
Chinese
pretty
language
easy.
pack's not working? That's
Yeah,
clearly...
We could get Google Translate. Just take a picture.
Their
Actually, I can try that right
their
now.
one
Hold on.
position is Mevius, and then Dark is 3, Yuna's 4.
No, don't tell me. I
Okay,
want to see
well,
the translations.
too late.
Okay.
So I just
Where's
looked up
this?
the translation on my phone for Puck.
Chinese.
It's actually man in a rowing boat.
You're fucking lying.
Dude, that's what it looks like. Look at it.
Oh. I thought you meant like literally. That's what you got the Google Translate.
All right, good luck, man, in the rowing boat. I'm going to go for Keen. I think they're just the superior team. They got this unlocked. They're going to be too fast for the Tinker. Easy. Look at this Faces Void. He has 1 relic. This guy just bought 1, and he's got 7 levels on Faces Void. What's he doing? Easy.
Man.
Easy game, Keen.
Yeah. It's hard not to go for Keen because of who they are.
The 1 relic he got was Battle Fury cleave damage, and he is 0. Probably because Battle Fury 6. Now that's funny.
Classic Nando.
All right. Are we ready to take this over, Braximus?
Take it away, boys.
Yes, let us.
Thank you so much, Mott. You've been just terrific. The best interviewer of our time.
Can you fuck off?
Mott Dota. I'm
Excuse me?
lagging horribly. Is that just me, or is this the server?
I think it's the server.
I need to know. Excellent. That's great to hear. I hope everyone suffers, not just me. Brax!
Hi, I'm not lagging.
Hi. Good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm watching Mirana spin in circles, taunting.
Terrific. Just terrific. Yeah, this will be
30 seconds.
an interesting game. For Execration, we talked about how Tinker can be this guy that extends the game or just lose super early. What do you think this game is going to entail? Do you think this is a good Tinker game?
It's definitely hard. Like, there are ways for them to catch you. Like, PL can break trees. Puck has Orb to scout you, of course, and Coil. Tombstone breaks trees, and the zombies will find you at nighttime. But it's a pretty good Tinker game, honestly. I think it's a very good Tinker game. I think Execration's draft is... I like their draft better, but I think Keen are perhaps a better team overall.
I'm
is hard
really
to say.
looking forward to the Legion Commander. I'm a real fan of this hero.
Over under on
know?
50 duel damage by the end of the game.
Ooh. I'm going to say over.
That's probably wise. 50's not that much, especially for
Yeah.
winning.
50, even
I
as
may
a
have messed
loser.
up.
You can get 100 and lose very easily on Legion Commander.
Yeah.
I've been a long time proponent / hater, depending on the day, for Legion Commander. It's
Okay. Just based
I
on
don't
how
know.
you feel.
No, it's just the concept. Like, there's certain things I love, there's certain things I hate. I hate that she has a skill that's kind of supporty, you know, but it also, I guess, gives a little bit of aggressiveness as far as your right click is concerned. But I think the biggest thing is she just feels clunky. You know, you gotta double click W, you gotta jump in and ult. It's just, you have to do so much.
There's a lot of buttons you have to press really quickly. Blink in, you heal yourself, blink in, blade mill, BKB duel.
And I think
There's a
Valve, or Ice Frog particularly, really shot himself in the foot with this hero, because it's one of the coolest mechanics in the game, just gaining permanent damage, but then you make it feel so awful to accomplish, you know, to have the opportunity to accomplish, you know? Is that just me? Am I just
You're just a hater. Don't worry,
I'm
me
just a
too.
hater? I remember you agreed with me back in the day. I don't know if your opinion has actually changed.
No, I agree.
It has nothing to do with his laning stage, because that can be, I feel like it can be fixed in other ways, but I don't know.
The laning stage
Remains
is
to be
actually
seen.
really good in duel lanes for Legion when you're playing with like some ranged offlaner like the Dark Willow. Like, it's a complete free farm lane against the Void.
Yeah, I guess I haven't really seen much LC since the dual lanes came back. the solo Legion offlane was beyond atrocious,
Oh, yes.
unplayable for a very
Definitely.
long time.
I think Legion has left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths just because this is the hero they see in their games with an Iron
Yeah.
Talon jungle.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, this is just what you picture when you see Legion Commander, when you think Legion Commander.
That's why they killed the jungle, because there's just too many LCs.
Yeah, they killed Necro, ancient jungling with Heartstopper aura.
Yeah, but that's a little more understandable. You know, that one, you literally do nothing. You stand there. You know?
What's the difference between auto attacker with Iron Talon? It's the same thing. It's about as interactive.
It takes a little bit of strategy. You have to buy a stout shield for one. You know,
Okay.
you don't have to go AFK,
That's true. You can actually like do your homework while you're playing Necro at Ancients.
which I guess in some respects is nice. That could be like the mobile version of Dota. You just AFK and
It's
Yeah.
all the mobile games have like the thing that basically plays for you. You just like have to sit there and babysit it.
excuse me as I mute every player in the game again. Excellent. Don't have to worry about that again.
Not a fan of the crash and burn.
It's just my sound. I reformatted recently, so my sound levels are definitely off.
Okay.
Those
Yeah,
sounds are way higher than everything else.
That is very annoying for sure.
So 18-3 CS for the LC so far, doing quite well in this quote-unquote off lane. Of course, it is against a Void who's in the extreme early game pretty weak. Can't
Yeah.
really harass a whole lot.
Disruptor, not the greatest in this lane either. I would say the Dark Will is actually stronger than the Disruptor, and then Void and LC are kind of even. Like they're really close to even.
Well, we'll see how this matches up in a couple minutes when things get nice and dirty, you know? I mean, as far as, like, the actual duel damage, like, let's say she gets off to a decent start. They have laser, technically speaking, but it's pretty short range. They technically have Chrono. They can Chrono on top. They have Sleep. I feel like they have a good amount of solutions for duel just in general. So this doesn't feel like it's one of those games that duel is that important.
Yeah,
For
definitely
getting
not.
damage, at least.
Duel is like for use in conjunction with like puck jumping, like the backline or something.
Well, Carl in the mid lane getting harassed very low by the puck.
Oh, did you translate the puck's name?
I didn't. It didn't work on my phone. I don't know what's wrong with Google Translate. They really have disappointed me lately.
Oh man.
It hasn't worked since Galaxy Battles. As First Blood, Undying will die in the top lane. Ew. He salves up, but will be found. It will be canceled. And, oh, he's actually not brought down. The tower will do the job for him. And Grims will get out of dodge just fine. Tinker, in the meantime,
gets
got dove mid by Puck.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Puck
Mott
is,
got that on camera.
Puck's
I assume he
destroying
did.
mid lane.
I did not.
Oh, sorry for bringing that up, Mott.
Thanks.
We can blame Pim
All
Uncle,
right.
the cameraman.
Yeah, Pitmunkle, congratulations. Best Observer EU. So yeah, Puck right now, what, level 6.5 versus the Tinker
He just hit
level
5. Wow. That's 10 denies
he's-
coming into play right there. Yeah, that's actually
Oh, yeah.
insane. 10 denies with the solo kill gives him a full level and a half advantage. And it's not like there's a bunch of creeps stacked up mid lane from the experience either. Like, Puck's gonna hit 7 while Tinker's still 5. That's ridiculous.
So, for other mid laners, I didn't get to see a whole lot of the hub, but I remember Zeus got buffed and people started playing him a lot. I assume it was not very successful because we're not seeing him a whole lot right now. Is that true, or
I
because people
don't
were
know.
theory crafting the crap out of him?
I'm
with
not
those buffs.
too sure about the number, like what his success rate was, but Zeus is really strong at the moment.
Okay,
Like,
so he's still strong.
he's very good, especially when you see the enemy mid matchup. Like Zeus is a fantastic Tinker counter. The Nimbus will find him all game, and
Yeah.
if Tinker blinks into trees and you Nimbus on top, he's actually stun locked and he can't TP or he can't rearm. It's really funny. You can't do anything. And yeah, Zeus destroys Tinker, just in the mid game. But Puck is also a pretty decent answer. That was another option I thought that they might go for, but they decided against it.
Yeah, now that I look at it, Zeus is, I mean, in theory, good against illusions for PL.
Mm-hmm.
Not too shabby this game. We'll see how the Puck does, though. Sure, he'll be just fine and dandy.
Yeah, he's off to a really fast start too, so he has the potential to destroy this game. I don't know. There's some lane problems here for Execration though. Like Mirana did get first blood, but she has 12 CS to the 27 of PL. And when PL gets levels, all you do is sit there and Phantom Rush and attack the enemy laner like twice and back up. It's really annoying to deal with.
Is there still that that bug they just couldn't get rid of? Where,
I think so.
With Phantom Rush?
I think
Is
so,
it just
but
harder
I haven't
to do now or something?
I really haven't seen it, and I haven't played the hero, so I don't know. Well, haven't played
Asking
the hero.
the hard
recently.
questions.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Okay. Nobody really knows. I mean, considering how many bugs are features, you never really know in Dota. That's the beauty of it, you know? Even the developers don't know. Top lane. Ew. Oh, he gets very low to that soul rip, but will live with about 12 HP.
Pretty interesting. Undying has level 2 decay. Does it even do anything? It costs 15 more mana, 2-second lower cooldown, 30 more base damage?
That's odd.
I don't know.
And it
I'm no
wasn't
mathematician. I
changed
can't do
recently
math
either.
quickly.
The soul rip was changed though. Mana cost being a little lower now overall.
The soul rip when you have 2 big creep waves does a lot of damage.
Oh, we got an arrow attempt, but an entire creep wave was there to disrupt it. So no gank for the poor Tinker, who really needs some help in this mid lane. Of course, Yuna is here on the Dark Willow, and they know there's a ward based on how they're reacting. So, in fact, they circle it exactly.
That's
Beautiful
Mott.
play. Oh. Thank you, Mott.
You're welcome.
You got it on camera. I'm glad. I'm sure Yuna knows now, too. That's the point I was trying to make. Well, Carl, very far away from the... Do you actually go Soul Ring first or Boosted Travel? It just depends on how much gold you're getting.
Yeah, some people will just buy one regen item, like bottle or soul ring, and then they go straight for the boots of travel. Some people go both. I assume this game is only going to go bottle into the boots of travel, because soul ring, it's 800 gold. It does delay quite a bit.
Indubitably. Well, Brambles will come out. Disruptor gets clipped a bit there, but... Dark says actual name. I guess it is.
Yep.
Dark on the Legion Commander. Almost level 6, just needs one creep. He will find it, but unfortunately no dual target for him as of yet. Got to get to that 50 dual damage to win this bet. Forgot to ask you what I win with that bet. Probably too late now.
Chipotle.
Oh. I don't think my gut can handle much more Chipotle.
Uh-oh. I definitely can't handle any more Wendy's at the moment.
Yeah, I hear you. Wendy's is pretty sloppy. Not Burger King status, but still pretty sloppy overall. Well, Void, not quite 6 yet, so can't really set anything up. Of course, even if you had teammates, I don't know what they could set up with it right now. Just arrow.
There's no real damage outside of the Mirana in Chronosphere at the moment.
Oh, Curse Crown into a duel. That is an easy one. That's 10 already. I'm 1/5 the way there. Doing great.
I made the wrong bet.
I know. It's okay. I'm sure I'll return the favor in some fashion. So this lane is just being dominated right now by Keen. The bot lane, that is. Nando, 34-4 versus the 52-16. In fact, the leader in the CS is the Legion Commander. So this will be the true test of how good the hero is. Oh my god, Carl, you're in a lot of trouble. He has 10 HP.
Oh man.
Doesn't look like the Undying will pursue any further.
Well, if that was probably any other hero in the game, he probably would have died, because Undying not the highest kill potential in that scenario.
Yep,
But
that's true.
Very annoying for Tinker. And he actually did go for the soul ring, so it does help you farm, which is nice, and you need it eventually. But yeah, it does delay your boots of travel for a while. So it feels Keen, they're just winning every single lane. Like Tinker's forced to jungle because Puck is just, you know, he has so much kill threat over this Tinker. He has an arcane rune too. Top lane, Mirana can't really lane this peel anymore. And then bottom lane, Void's, he's farming, but Legion Commander's super close to Blink Dagger if he wants to buy that first.
Damn, that's insane. I didn't realize that.
So
That's pretty ridiculous.
If Keen was an NA team, Legion Commander would probably buy Vanguard, to be honest.
Yeah.
And he would just sit there in front of the Void, and that way, even if he gets chronoed, there's probably a good chance he's not going to die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like you said, there's not a huge amount of follow-up regardless into that Chronosphere. I mean, Arrow is the big one, I suppose. as Marana, Moonlight Shadow, keeping the Naga Siren alive. In fact, they're going to try to turn it around. All right, we got the arrow set up. Do they have enough damage to actually kill him? Might have to chrono this. And indeed they do. They're still not doing that much damage, though. They will find him in the end. Nando getting credit for that kill.
That's the max bash from Void there. Coming into play.
People are still taking the 300 HP talent at 15? Or are they actually doing the 100 lock?
Some people go for the 100 lock. When people go for a fast BKB, like Ramses has been doing Mask of Madness into BKB, he takes both damage talents to like make up for the lack of damage because you're building survivability items. It does depend on the build.
Okay. So I remember that was kind of a hot topic back in the day when that was first introduced, because I just first reading, I was like, they'll probably take the 100 time lock, but almost every team was taking 300 HP for a long time. Yeah. Or a decent amount, I should say. Oh, the nice dodge. Doppelganger keeping the PL alive.
I don't know what this PL player's name is, but he plays PL in like 50% of Keen's matches.
Really? Your dog is crying.
She's very sad. She needs to go potty. I'll be right back.
Don't be so sad. Right, well, the mid lane being pressured with that DD on the puck. And in fact, they're going to put down a tombstone. See if there's any defense coming in. They know that the Chronosphere is down. All they have to work with is Tinker defense right now, and it is a level 4 March, but won't really be able to cast more than 1 or 2. So Undying gets credit for the tier 1 tower.
And that was the mid lane, huh?
Yeah. It was not defended at all. It was a freebie. 2k lead for Keen. Very early in the game. I mean, the one thing, we talked about how Legion's kind of meh as a hero, but she can snowball. That is one thing she can definitely do. But she dies here.
That is true. She can't snowball, especially with this fast of a start, right? With Blink at this early on in the game, you can find lots of kills to build up dual damage and be impactful on the map. You're actually a threat with this hero. You don't just have to run in and duel.
Did she have Blink when she died?
Yes.
Like in her inventory?
Mm-hmm.
So they saw it. Okay. I thought they would try to do some surprise tactics. Yeah, Carl. Looks like Naga Siren's going to be one found, and as long as it's not the Tinker, that's the main one you want to keep alive. In fact, they're going to try to turn this around onto the Dark Willow. They're going to get that. It's a 1-for-1, support for support. And the Moonlight Shadow ensuring that Keen cannot pursue any further. Faceless Void getting pretty close to finishing Mask of Madness. But the PL, once he gets that defusal, that is when he really starts to hurt. Not many carries, you get one item, and it really starts to make a huge difference, like it does for PL.
Yeah, it's true. Usually it takes like 2 items, I'd say. It's a good point.
Well, the good news, Carl does have boots of travel now, though. Not the worst timing, right? It's like 11, 12 minutes, like the timing you want, something like that, or?
I mean, this is totally fine. With Soul Ring, too, his timing is perfectly fine. And he also got solo killed, and he was level 5 to puck 7. So he's made a very swift recovery back into this game.
Yeah, they're the same level now. Here comes the duel in the top lane, but there's the sleep. We talked about the counter.
Oh, he's going to set up the marches.
March in the machines. Tombstone as well. Chronosphere on top of 2. They will be cleaning up the LC. Doppelganger keeping PL alive. It's only level 1 Doppelganger, though, so it looks like he might fall. And eventually, they will do just that. Undying now looks to be next on the list. And Execration, great turnaround. They find 3 kills, but here comes Yuna, getting 1 kill. Is he going to be able to finish off Grims? It doesn't look like that's going to be the case. In fact, he's just going to feed away his own life in this case. So a 4-for-1. Execration losing their Void.
Wow, that was very nicely done. Well, you were talking about the counters to the duel. There it is, right? Song of the Siren into a full turnaround. The Tombstone did absolutely nothing there, too. But they're pinging out the Marauder down bottom, looking for a duel potentially, but...
Yep, and here it comes. Do they have enough damage to actually get the... Oh, so close. 20. All right, we're 40% of the way there, buddy.
Wow, 424 victories.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Impressive. See, that's the one thing, though. You do counter it with Song, but Duel does have a very short cooldown.
Yes, that's true. And
in fact, it's going to be up again before Song still.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. This spell's basically always up. So, yeah, but Still good for Execration. They made something happen with their lineup. They're playing on these long cooldown ultimates, and when they start the fight, it's not going to go like that. You know, that's when Puck can jump in and counter-initiate with the silence, but they're smoking up behind them. Trying to make a play, getting some wards down.
Oh, Tinker. Oh, boy. He gets completely destroyed. A very easy kill by Keen. And they were chasing. Oh, the dart or the LC will be fine. We'll be going for Blade Mail next. Such a weird hero because it's another thing I'm not a huge fan of on LC. Again, I love the concept, but the item build just doesn't seem to change very much. You know, you go phase or treads, whatever. You get blink, you get blade mail, you get like BKB. I mean, just very generic items. Probably a lot of halberds, I would say. At least I see that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
No Ags, unfortunately.
You'd be
Great
surprised.
item.
It's a really good Ags game.
It's a late game item though, right? You don't get it this early.
You can get it in place of your BKB after Blade Mill.
Oh, they're actually going to Moonlight Shadow and try to initiate onto you, perhaps? No. Looks like they're targeting the LC, but they will find the Undying instead. So a consolation prize of sorts for Execration. Oh, I
there's
hear
Chrono.
a Chronosphere. It is going to connect onto the PL. He doesn't have enough damage to take him out, and the Doppelganger will keep him alive. So they're focused on Undying. Oh, he does get the bash, though. You never know. Brambles is coming in, but here comes the duel. Oh, they actually might win this for the Void. Indeed, they do. And that is a huge turnaround, but there comes the Static Storm Kinetic Field combination. It's a 3-for-1. Execration looking for the song. They see the Dark Willow. They will soon. Or will they? Is she actually going the other way? Are you kidding me? She has Shadow Realm. All right, she uses it, but gets glimpsed. Arrow will not hit. She'll actually be outside the kinetic field. She's still alive despite all this. We'll get healed by the Soul Rip. Moran, in the meantime, very low in HP and mana. And yeah, this Dark Willow lives with 50 HP. Undying taunting his way to victory, it seems.
Taunt's coming out in full force for both teams. I like it.
I mean, it is one of the best taunts in the game for sure.
Yep, I agree. All right. They somehow managed to make the duel work out for them. On Execration, Nano gets plus 10 damage. It was pretty nicely done, but Keen, these guys are relentless. They smoke up again. They just have to play off this really short cooldown, you know. Every time they take a fight, and Execration respond with Chrono and Song, they just go again right away because they can't fight without these ultimates.
And you gave duel to the absolute last target you wanted, but they're going to go for another one. This time on Mirana. This should be a kill. Very, very easy. 30 dual damage for LC. Still only a level 1 ult. He's doing pretty well for herself.
You know, maybe this Dark Willow here was good, Shannon. Maybe teams just have been underutilizing this hero.
I've always thought she was good, Brax. Does that mean anything?
No, that actually...
Not as a support, though.
Oh, definitely not. Nice
Just watch by TI. She will be a mid. Oh, Static Storm top. Puck is mega dead. So nice pickup there for Execration, but amalgamation of heroes is here for Keen. Pretty sure Execration understands what's going on, so they will not pursue any further. But the PL does have Diffusal. Still no Blade Mail on the LC yet. And actually, even the Dark Willow is decently farmed. We'll be getting a Eul's pretty shortly.
These supports are very fun. Oh, very nice play.
Oh boy. Void, Chronosphere onto 2. Tinker is here as well. They're going to take out the Dark Willow, and LC is next on the list. Tombstone is placed, but really to not much avail. Can they actually get the PL? This will be a difficult kill. Doppelganger is up. The bashes are there, though. A couple more right clicks will do it. In fact, the laser. So 3 dead for nothing. Undying. Glimpse back into the kinetic field. Don't think anybody's coming to save you. In fact, the arrow hits on Puck. This is a full team wipe across the map, essentially, for Execration. Amazing execution.
They were so dominant in the qualifiers of this event, and they're showing their stuff here against no slackers. Keen Gaming, also a very, very solid team. These guys are good. Very good.
And Void's going to get a tier 2 tower to boot. So this turnaround, as far as net worth in the last less than a minute, I want to say, is now 6K when it was essentially even. Huge turnaround. and they didn't have to use Song. They did use Chrono, but good news is Nando now has the Shadow Blade, so things will be a lot easier for him. And I keep clicking on this LC thinking I'm seeing a Blade Mail. She has been stuck on the same items for the past 5 minutes. Which, again, we talked about the snowball potential. Well, you can't snowball if you don't progress in your items at all.
That is true. You know, this Blade Mail... So the problem that I have with Legion Commander is not that, like, the hero sucks. Okay, the hero sucks, but the hero sucks because of the item build. Like, you go for this Blink Blade Mail into BKB, but the way the hero plays out, it's a single target lockdown where you're blinking melee ranges someone, right? What if the hero does that? It's an initiator. Almost no one. It's always like some stun where they can run away afterwards, some AoE stun. Like, when you blink duel, a lot of the times you're going to die. And because of that, you're not going to get to your next item very quickly. So when you stop for Blade Mail, and you happen to be dying in fights, you're not going to get BKB at a point where you're still impactful in the game.
Do you think it's an inherent issue with the hero, or perhaps this is just a cookie-cutter build for LC? It just doesn't work anymore. You just need to go for something different.
I think the build is just bad. I think the build is outdated.
What would you go then? Oh, we have the glimpse here onto Dark Willow. She will get absolutely destroyed. She's living a little bit longer than expected, but dies nonetheless. Chronosphere onto 2. March in the Machines is being applied as well. Puck is dead to the laser. PL getting quite low. Doppelgangers for now. He's actually going to turn around to Nando. The time lapse? Or the time walk. I keep saying time lapse for some reason. He's the brother of Weaver, I'm sure. Distant relative. Oh, the nice Static Storm onto PL. Do they have enough damage to take him out with the laser? Indeed they do. And Undying is next. They are just dropping like flies. Ultra kill for Carl. And again, a full team wipe across the map.
They kill Legion in front of the fountain.
That is so sad. All right, and now the lead doubles. Jesus. Where do these guys come from? It's like they decided to just start winning.
Execration in this event, they were undefeated in the group stages to qualify for the actual LAN, and they didn't make it out of opens in TI qualifiers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, to me, that was one of the most upsetting things for this team, because these guys are really good.
How many opens were there?
I think there were 2 for C. I'm not sure.
I mean, that is one of those things where that's kind of the risk you take for not having a stable roster, because they, in theory, they could have been the best team. Even if they lost, they could still be the best team of those 2 opens.
There were 2 with 4 total slots for the open qualifiers.
4 slots? Okay.
Oh my goodness, that's really bad.
That is.
Well, Nando's gonna go for this Roshan, but does not have enough HP to withstand it. But yeah, that is the huge risk, right? With opens, if you're there, anything can happen. I don't care who you are. You could just have a bad day, and it's your entire year just down the drain, essentially.
No, that
Arrow
does
will
happen.
connect on Dark Willow. They're going to find the kill, but it's going to be turned around. So a 1-for-1 definite better trade for Keen. And let's not sleep on these guys. I mean, PL, he can get to a point where he's almost unkillable. Obviously not there yet.
It was 5 total slots, by the way. Sorry.
5 total slots. Can they hear you, Mott?
Yes, they can.
Great. Say hello to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Thanks, Mott.
Yeah.
All right, Nando working towards his BKB, not too far off from that, about 1,000 away. As we have some counter ward going on in the mid lane. Are you lagging at all?
No.
My creeps are skipping a bit.
Sometimes
Not
you have
too bad,
to reconnect, but I got lucky, I guess.
Okay. All right, Roshan looks to be taken out, and I do not think that they will be able to get here in time. Perhaps if they go right now, but they look to just be farming, so... A free Roche for Execration. They do scan, though. They know they're on their way. They might be able to just turn this into something with the song. They will only find the Undying, but we'll see if Keen actually wants to go in on this. All right. They have the Ensnare with 0 follow-up. I guess they were just a little bit scared what's on that high ground or what's close to it, but they will find the kill nonetheless. It's a little more delayed than expected.
They're fishing for more with the glimpse, trying to find other heroes to make sure they didn't clump up on one target right away because they're Undying. Not exactly the highest priority kill, but still, very nicely played.
Oh, the Meteor Hammer. Oh, yeah. Oh, I hear a bullseye. What was that on? Dark Willow. Oh, my God. Is that a random arrow? Where's the ward? Am I crazy? That was just random. All right, well, Dark Willow's completely dead. Chronosphere is whiffed. Arrow, not going to connect this time. That was a completely, as far as I know, maybe it was counter warded or something. Pretty sure that's a blind arrow.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to comment on the airball chronosphere bit.
No, that happens, you know.
It does.
Man, look at this Naga, man. Look how farmed she
Oh,
is.
the arrow down bottom on Puck.
Wow, these arrows
Very
have
nice.
been non-stop, very relentless Marana play. At what point does PL, or is there a point where PL gets unmanageable? Because you do have the laser from Tinker. He's going for Ags. In fact, has it. So that's going to be nice.
Tinker,
You have AoE
hard
clear
counters
of-
PL.
Would you consider it a hard counter?
Oh, yeah. It's
Does
one of the hardest
Doppelganger-
matchups.
Does Doppel get, it gets rid of laser though, right?
Yes, it does. But the problem is you clear all the illusions so quickly, over and over from the PL.
Yeah.
And that's just a big bulk of his damage.
All right, Nando, of course, no chrono for another minute. Arrow not going to connect this time. Blade Mail is finally picked up by the LC. And you might have been right on the 50 damage. I don't know if she's getting damage anytime soon. She just dies on the footsteps of her own base.
Just
And
a
you
reminder,
are a prophet, man.
this hero was the net worth leader at 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Yep, that's her problem. She does. It's too hard to snowball. And it's a shame because she's a very fun hero to play and watch.
Yeah, I
How it
agree.
works out. All right, we have the glimpse back into the air. A great execution. Puck is dead. The Terrorize is only on one hero. Static Storm onto two. But the Naga Siren, the song is actually
Tunes down.
screwing up the right clicks from Nando. He'll still finish off the Undying pretty easily. Time walks out, gets all his HP. PL, he's drained all the mana. But really, this lead is becoming insurmountable for Execration as the PL is the last one to survive.
Uh-oh.
LC spawns, gets the Blade Mail and
Gets
duel off.
lasered.
And hey, if you count up all the damage in the game, and there's over 50 distributed, or 48 actually, to be exact.
Well, it's not over yet. Actually, it is. They call it the game.
Yeah, it's okay. GG Execration. It just felt like it. Keen was. They were. I wouldn't say they were rolling, but they were doing quite well. At worst, it was